to tonight's Novate Hangout, and my name is Mike Fletcher, and we're going to give everybody just a few more seconds to get on board here. It looks like a lot of people are joining on as we speak, so we want to give them time. So we'll give them just a couple more seconds, and then we will get started. And while we're waiting on everyone, I'll just kind of let you guys know we have a special guest tonight, Dr. Eric Snipes, and I'll be doing a little bit more intro of Dr. Eric here in just a second. But looks like people are kind of coming on board. So tell you what, we'll go ahead and get started. My name is Mike Fletcher, and thanks everybody for being on tonight's call. We're excited to have you. And if you're on this call tonight, that means you actually heard about us on Facebook, Instagram, or someplace online, or you had a friend that thought enough of you to share a little bit about what we're doing tonight. No matter how you got on board, we're excited that you're here, and we're excited to kind of tell you all the things that we're going to be sharing with you tonight. And just tell you guys a little bit about myself. Like I said, my name is Mike Fletcher. I'm a traditional business owner. In fact, I've been in the business world for 20 plus years, where I've owned my own business, multi-million-dollar businesses. And guys, I'll tell you what, those businesses over the years really, took a toll on me. And as a matter of fact, a few years back, I found myself short of breath and went to the doctor, and they immediately wanted to do a heart cath on me. And literally, I was just minutes away from dying of a deadly, heart attack. But guys, they were able to save my life. But I knew after that, the stress of traditional business is killing me. There just has to be a better way. And that's when a friend of mine introduced me to what we're going to talk to you guys about tonight, which is a better way. And guys, I'm excited about it. In fact, I call it the perfect side gig. Because for me, as a traditional businessman, it was the perfect thing to do on the side that allowed me to be able to have the freedom to where I no longer have to be in traditional business. I was able to sell those businesses and now have the lifestyle that I really enjoy. But guys, when you're looking at something, a side gig, I guess you could call it, like what we're doing here, when you're looking for that perfect one, there's always three questions that we ask. And I kind of drew those three questions out here on the board. The number one question is about the company or the product. If you're going to do something, you have to believe in the company that you're representing. And guys, not only do you have to believe in that company, but you also have to believe in their product. Because if they don't have a product that's life-changing, then it's hard for us to get excited about what we're doing. So those are the first things, is the company and the product. The second question that you have to always ask yourself is there a system in place? Kind of like McDonald's with franchising. McDonald's has the perfect system, works all the time for everyone, no matter who they are. And that's the same kind of question you got to ask when you're looking at doing something on the side. Is there a system in place where I can be successful? But not only me, but anybody else that chooses to join me on this journey, can they be successful with the system also? And then the third question we have to ask ourselves is it even worth it? I mean, is it worth my time and worth my effort? I mean, is the money going to be good enough to where I can actually retire and do the things I want to do in life? And is it worth that time and effort? So those are the three questions that you have to ask yourself. And guys, those are the three questions that we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to try to get those answered for you. No pressure here. If you were invited here, you probably noticed that you're invited kind of low key, because we want you to be able to make an informed decision with no pressure and see if this is something for you or if it's not. So with that, I want to talk about the number one thing. I want to talk about the company, because first off, the company you have to believe in. And guys, we, for the last year and a half, we went on a search, because we've all been in this industry before, and we wanted to make sure that if we put our heart and soul into something, that took up so much of our time, and we had to ask ourselves, is this going to be worth it? We had to make sure that we had a company that had the right type of owner, that was honest and ethical, would not change our product in any way whatsoever for a profit, but that the products would always be consistent, if not getting better over time. But also it had to be a stable company. And guys, after about a year and a half of research, we found that perfect company. In fact, the company has been around for 28 years. So it's a very stable company. In fact, there's some great things about this company. Number one, it's been around for 28 years, and it's very stable. But number two is they manufacture their own products. And guys, that's a big deal in our industry, because most companies are just the marketing arm for a manufacturing company. We are the manufacturing company, and we market our own products. That's a huge factor. But the other factor was not only just the stability of the company and the manufacturing of the company, but the company is debt free. It's a 28-year-old debt free company. And guys, that's exciting because it's debt free and manufactures its own products. So that was a big deal to us. We wanted to find the perfect company, and we feel that we found the perfect company. But along with the perfect company, it had to be a good opportunity. And a few years back, the company owner realized that traditional business was going away. People going to the store to purchase his products just wasn't happening anymore because everybody has the big elephant in the room, which is Amazon. Everybody goes to Amazon to buy things online nowadays. So that was the big elephant in the room. So he had to come up with a new way of promoting his products, which we have Dr. Eric Snipes here in a little bit. It's going to tell us about those products, but we had to come up with a new way. So guys, he chose the network marketing field and the network marketing industry because his products have a story. You can't put them on a shelf beside 20 other products because they don't tell the story by themselves. You can't put them on Amazon because on Amazon there is no story behind it. But the fact that these products are life-changing, people telling other people about it was the best way to go. So back in October of 2018, we decided to take this company into the network marketing arena. As a matter of fact, we were in 40 countries internationally, and we took the product off the shelf in all 40 countries, brought it back into the United States, and we're going to build it here in the United States first, then we're going to take it back internationally to all the 40 countries over the next few years. So guys, it's a fantastic company, debt free. We're excited about it, but we're also excited about the companies. Like I said, the number one question is the company and the product. I said the company, so I meant the product. The other question is the product. So we know the company is good. We know the company is secure. We spent a lot of time researching it, a year and a half, but we also found that they have fantastic products. And I couldn't think of anybody better tonight to tell us about the products than a good friend of mine, Dr. Eric Snipes. And Doc, I just wanted you to come on board for a few minutes and, just tell us a little bit about the products and, what you feel about the products, how you feel that it's impacted your patients' lives and how it's impacted your life. And even before that, just tell us, just briefly about yourself too.
Thanks, Mike. I'm glad to be here. Guys, I get so excited talking about things that I'm passionate about. And one of those things is nutrition. I love talking to people about helping them have an improved life because ultimately we want to enjoy this life that we're living. We want to maximize the things that we can do without feeling run down, fatigued out, worn out from hard weeks at work. And so that's, the thing that turned me on about this type of an industry is the insurance companies control me. They control everything about what I do. They control, what I get paid. They tell me what my knowledge is worth. They tell me what my patient's health is worth. So they're just, they're the ones that dictate and control that. But when my passion burns, my passion is I want everybody to enjoy life the best that they can, to enjoy doing the things, whether it's enjoying their grandkids or whether it's getting out and running marathons or getting in the gym or just working out in their yard. And so I looked for things because my income and everything else is controlled by someone else. I look for something that is going to give me a little bit extra, a little bit of that safety net, so to speak. I just got through reading this morning that in today's economy, Dave Ramsey, a lot of people are familiar with him, says that the worst thing you can do to help your financial situation is to go get a second income, a second job, a part-time second job, because he said the trade-off for the dollars and the money does not gain you anything when you factor in taxes and limited time. He said what you really need to do is get involved in a home-based business of some type that can maximize your efforts. That's coming from Dave Ramsey, who's highly recognized as someone that can really help a lot of people financially improve their life through getting out of debt and things to that effect. So that's why I'm looking at something, because the other people just get to a point where we're tired of them controlling and telling us what we're worth after we put a lot of hard effort into our knowledge. And what we really want to do is pour into other people. Mike, this was the perfect vehicle at the right time to take something so nutritious and be able to pour into other people to change their vitality of life. And the first product that I want to share with you guys is colostrum. A lot of people may have heard of it, may not be totally familiar with it. Even in med school learning, colostrum I was made aware of, but I didn't understand the intricacies and the high value of it. Colostrum is a whole food. It's not a supplement. It is a pure whole food. It is the most perfect and complete food found on land. It is, from a mammal standpoint, it is to us and our body a universal donor to all mammals on the face of the earth. There are 700 plus life-supporting immune and essential growth factors in our colostrum. And what that does is that ensures our health and our vitality to our entire human body. Mike, as we've shared this with people over the last, several months, and we ask people this question, we say, what's the largest organ in a baby's chest cavity when they're first born? Well, what are some of the responses that you've gotten?
Oh, a lot of people say the lungs, the heart. I think the heart's probably the number one thing I hear. People will say, oh, it's the heart. That's the largest one. And I've heard the liver. I think I've heard just about every organ.
Right. And some of them aren't found in the chest cavity, but really and truly, the one that is as a newborn baby, the one that is the largest organ in the body is called a thymus gland. And a lot of people is not aware of it. A lot of people have not even heard of it unless you're in the medical profession. But what a thymus gland is its importance and its role in our infants clear up into adulthood is so vitally important. And here's why. If you imagine that a baby's chest cavity has the heart and the lungs in it, but the largest organ in there is the thymus gland that's about the size of a navel orange. Now, that's pretty good size. I mean, when you look at that, it'll fit in the palm of your hand as an adult. That's pretty good size. But what it does is it produces the growth factors and those immune factors that are so essential in developing the body, all the systems in the body and the immune system that will carry us as children on up into our 20s. Now, with it being about the size of a navel orange, and we get to 20, but what happens at 20 is we've kind of peaked out, so to speak, on that organ function. And so by the time that we're 40, that navel orange has shrunk down, not in relationship to our body size, but in its actual size, it has shrunk down to the size of a bean. And then by the time we're in our 50s, it's shrunk down to just the size of a thread. And that's trying to produce these growth factors to keep our body healthy. And that becomes so difficult to do. We need that outside source. So what happens is as that happens, we start a rapid process to aging and dying, so that by the time we're 80, it's virtually no factors of growth. There's no production of growth factors and immune factors even being produced. So we wind up having to look outside for supplements or looking outside for medications and flu shots to try to boost our immune system. And when it's made in a laboratory by man, there's no way that it can be as good for our body as the whole food, such as colostrum, that is perfect and complete in every single way. The New England Journal of Medicine addressed this and said one of the most effective ways to reverse the aging process is to replace those growth factors and replace them to a level that is a healthy level that will slow down the aging process. And it will also stop that aging process and even reverse it in some cases. And when you think about it, it doesn't make you necessarily go from 80 to 40 again, but when it makes your organs function and your body function better, that's all the better. It really is like finding the fountain of youth and it making us, when we're 50 or 60, we can feel like we can still be productive like we were when we were 35 and 40, then that is huge. Now, Mike, that's just the number one product that we have that I'm excited about. The number two.
Hey Doc, before you go into the number two, so you're saying that the thymus gland. Let me draw this on the board.
Okay.
So you're saying that it's about the size of a navel orange when you're 20, correct?
Yep. That's peak
size.
size.
By the time you're what? 45. It's about the size of a bean.
Yeah. In your early to mid 40s, it'll be about the size of a bean or something.
And then by the time I'm 55, it looks like that.
Dang, Mike, I can't hardly see it. Yeah. But that's how small it gets.
At 55, you're saying that this is what our immune system, from the thymus gland, which is the seat of our immune system. This is what our immune system basically looks like. Size of
That's what
thread.
it's, yeah. And we
Okay.
need it to be back that size where it does produce those growth factors to keep our body healthy, because our body was actually designed to live 120 years, but
So
it's
we can
shut
come back
down.
to this at age 20 by continuing to take colostrum. It
Right.
helps us to regenerate those growth factors that we had when we were in our 20s. That's amazing. I'm
Absolutely.
sorry. I just wanted to bring
No,
that
man,
out.
that's fantastic, because our body's designed to live 120 years, but because of all the outside factors in our environment, the pesticides and the chemicals and the processed foods and stuff like that, our body at a very early age, we're exposed to a lot of chemicals. We're exposed to a lot of things manufactured in laboratories. It's not whole food. It's not natural. It's fortified, but it's not what our body can use, because you cannot simulate in a laboratory the exact same of what's found in nature. And so,
Okay,
we die at 80, you ought to be living to 100.
okay, so wait, go ahead and tell us about that second product. I just wanted
Okay.
to kind
And
of
now,
figure that out.
so if one whole food out of the land is not enough, we have a second product that is from the sea. And it is a whole, perfect, and complete food out of the sea. And it is called Limu Z, that comes from the Limu Mui plant, seaweed. And what it does is it has so many factors in it too that boost the immune system. And these products can cross the blood-brain barrier. They can do so much. And really what that Limu Z does is it changes so much about the dynamic of the tone of our skin, the improved integrity of our skin's elasticity. We have women that talk to us about how much smoother and shinier their face becomes. There's testimonies coming out about mental clarity, that it's like they're waking their brain up out of a fog. And when that happens, they have greater focus and greater clarity and mentality to do the things that they need to do throughout the day. And people are talking about they're not wanting that mid-afternoon nap and things like that. And this is reports coming from 18-year-olds studying for finals in college, clear up to 60 and 70-year-olds who's used to taking a nap at 2 o'clock in the afternoon to finish getting through the day. And so when you can revitalize your body that way, Mike, it is absolutely incredible. And with that comes a decrease in symptoms for so many things. I can't even list them all. But when you start having the different things going on in your body, you start seeing these symptoms decrease, because your body function is operating at such a level that you literally are fighting against or reversing some of that aging process from that standpoint. So I'm sorry, I talk fast. Man, I just get so excited about it.
I know, and for time's sake, we can't continue on, and I wish we could, because these products have done so much for so many people. I mean, I could literally just sit here for hours, Doc, because I've had so many of my friends and family and people that I've met online that have gotten on our products, that it's made such a difference in their life. And I think the reason it's made such a difference in their life, you hit on it. It's not vitamins, it's not prescription drugs, it's not anything that's synthetically made. I mean, this is God's perfect food that we've had around since the beginning of time. I mean, since Adam and Eve, we've had colostrum, and it's what just every mammal, this is what we use to strengthen our immune system, and to be able to take that and put it in our bodies as adults, what little small children we're getting. And we get it. I think from what I understand, that where we get ours from is from a cow, from bovine, and that it's up to 1,000 times more potent than a human's colostrum, which means that we're getting major boost for our immune system. And so it's amazing to hear about these products. I appreciate you being here with us tonight and explaining. But for time's sake, I got 2 other things I want to address real fast, and we won't keep you guys much longer because we want to respect you guys. But the second question that we talked about. Yeah, we've addressed the company and the product. That was the first question. But the second question that we want to address is the system. Is can I do this? Is this something that I can do? Well, first off, if you believe in the company and you believe in the product, and you start taking these products and they have a major impact on your life, like they have ours and our friends' lives, you can't help but tell the world about it. It just naturally comes out. It comes out in my conversation every day, because people talk about their issues. So you have to ask, is this something that I can do? Well, guys, we put a system in place that anybody can do this, whether you're an introvert and all you want to do is sit behind a computer all day. We have an online system that we've developed that you can use. Now, guys, outside of the online system, if you're an extrovert and you love talking to people, We even have a system that you can plug people into so that you're not saying all the wrong things. Guys, the system has to drive itself. Like McDonald's has a system, you have to have a system to follow, and we put that into place. As a matter of fact, it's so simple that if you're on this call tonight, the reason you're on this call is because somebody plugged you into our system. And if you can do what that person that plugged you into the system, whether it be the computer that plugged you in online, or whether it be someone giving you a link to tonight's call, then that's our system. It's really basic. It's really simple. As a matter of fact, part of that system at 8:30 tonight, if you actually logged in and registered for this, you gave us your cell phone number, and at 8:30 tonight, you're going to get a text. And that text is going to tell you, or it's going to ask you if you would like to become a wholesale customer, or if you would like to become a business builder and actually make money at this. One of the two is going to ask you. We don't care which one you want to do. You may not want to do either one, and that's fine also. But if you want to be a wholesale customer on that link, you just become a wholesale customer, and you can be one of our customers that buy from us every month. If you want to be a business builder, you can click on that, be a business builder. That's how simple our system is. We plug people into that system every day. And we do this call every night of the week, as a matter of fact. So, guys, that's part of the system. And yes, it is easy. It's simple. It's duplicatable where anybody can do it. In fact, Doc, I'm assuming you put people into the system every day because you're telling them to come to the call at night to hear what we're doing.
Right.
Now, also, so that answers the question about the system. But the next thing is it worth it? Is it worth my time to actually do something? I'm going to switch over to a bigger camera where you can kind of see me a little further off. Can you see me, Eric, from a larger distance? Okay.
Yeah, we got you.
So I want to just show you this real fast. This is how you can become part of the business side and make money. First off, to join us in the business. In fact, let me do this in black where it's a little bit brighter. To join us, it's just $39 to hold your spot. And for $39, you actually get a phone app that we all use. And the phone app comes with that. But also with that $39 comes $100 worth of product samples that you can send to your friends and and to your relatives, or you can actually, when you're talking to people online, you can send those too. So we actually get $100 worth of samples with that, which is a pretty cool deal. The next way that we come on board is once you secured your spot and you want to do the business, we have 3 packs that you can choose from. One is just $100, and with that you get $160 worth of product. The other one is a $299 pack, and with that you get over $500, $500+ worth of products that comes in that. And then the third way that you can come on board is a $500 pack, or I should say $499 pack. And with that, you still get over $500 worth of product, plus you get over $200 plus worth of samples to hand out. As a matter of fact, I think it's over $300 worth of samples. So, guys, these are the choices of how you can come on board. Most people that come on board seem to come here in the middle. They do the 39, they do the 299 pack because it gives them such a big value of getting like over $500 worth of product. But now the question is how do we make money at this? There's 13 ways we make money, but I'm only going to show you a couple today because I don't want to confuse anybody. But when you come on board with us and you get the $39 pack, or you come on with $39 to secure your spot, let's say that you come on with a $299 pack. Now, all we're looking for is for 2 people, a person on your left, person on your right, and let's just assume they come in each with a $299 pack. When you have someone on your left and someone on your right, the company actually pays you $150 for those 2 packs being sold. Plus, if you do that in the same calendar month, they double that, another $150 for a total of $300. Well, if you notice, that $300 over here actually helps you make all your money back. Guys, this is the only company that I've ever seen that when you just get 2 people, you get your entire money back that you put out up front for your original pack. I've just never seen that before. Normally, in order to make your money back, and Doc, I know you've seen this, but in order to make your money back, typically you have to have 5, 6, 7 people that have purchased products just to be able to make your money back, your initial investment. So, guys, we do it with just 2 people. You make all your money back. So that's exciting. But what's really exciting is our system is this. We just want to go and help those 2 find 2. That's all. Help this person find 2, help this person find 2, and help them get all their money back. That's all our goal is. Our goal is if you decide you want to join us, we want to help you find two people and get your money back. And then we want to help those two people find two people and get their money back. And we do that by plugging them in to a simple, duplicatable system. Now, the next way I'm going to show you that we make money, and this is going to be quick, every single person that's here purchases product every single month. We all purchase product every month because we love what we're taking. If every time someone makes a product purchase, that money comes back up and counts for us as volume, which we make commissions on. So guys, very simple. I can show you way more details, and if you're interested in what we're doing, we can show you those details later. Now I'm going to switch back to my other camera.
Mike, while you're switching back, I'm going to point out that the price point for our products is affordable for the whole family.
Oh yeah, other products that I've seen, Doc, they're so expensive that they have to choose every month. Well, which one of my children are going to get to take the products this month, or
right.
my wife's going to get to take them, or I'm going to get to take them because they can't afford it for the whole family. The fact that I'm glad you touched that. The fact that we manufacture our own products means that we're able to keep our price point down lower. Most companies don't manufacture their own product in our industry, and because of that, they pay an inflated or have to have an inflated price for the products. We don't do that because we are the manufacturer, and I've just never seen a compensation plan that pays people as fast or as good as what ours does. And we'll get into more details of that if you guys are interested. But for tonight, like I said, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed tonight's call. There is no pressure. I would just say at 8:30, you're going to get that text. You'll also get the telephone number of the person that sent you here tonight will be on that text. And if you want to get more information, please get with them. They can get you on the phone with one of us and we can talk more details. But guys, thank y'all for coming tonight, and hope you've enjoyed it, and y'all have a fantastic night.
Good night.